So there was a period of time last year where, with my consultancy, I was working with a lot of startups and scaleups and who were having a lot of financial pressure being applied to them. And at that point in time, that was where I spent most of my marketing and sales effort was on targeting that segment, because most software engineering firms tend to need software engineering security. But what I struggled to anticipate is that, because I was also having my baby around that point in time, was that, the market was drying up, and security is one of the first things you're going to let go of if people are worried about how much runway do I have left, right? So I had a lot of people within my business who I felt good opportunities were coming because I'd pivoted to the enterprise market, but I wasn't paying attention to my financial situation all that well because I was focusing on being a new father at that point in time. And so it ended up in a situation where I'd actually burned through most of my runway and ended up in a pretty bad situation, financially, with debt that I wasn't aware of, because I delegated a lot of this responsibility to other people. And when I came around and saw where I was at and finally got my act together, I had to let go of a lot of people. And that is gut-wrenching when the people that you've trained, you've invested in, and that you've spent a lot of time building up ready for these opportunities, and then having to tell them that they didn't come to fruition. So I think it really sucked to be in a situation where I wasn't taking ownership of how my business was running because I was just focusing on another priority at that point in time. So maybe don't have kids and run a business at the same time. First thing I had to do was take ownership. I'm the business owner, and ultimately the buck stops with me. I have 100% equity in my firm, and that means that as a company director, all responsibility in a day and accountability for the financial state of that company and its ability to earn revenue and not go into insolvency sits with me. And so I basically put things aside and said, cool, I need to generate revenue, and I need to minimize expenses, and I need to create a pathway to move out of a situation, right? We are now still going through that journey, and I am in a lot more comfortable situation now than I was. And by keeping myself, not focusing so much on, and I know it sounds kind of cruel, but being pragmatic and rational and very upfront with yourself about, how your business is running, and thinking about things like managing your cash flow, not increasing headcount unless there's opportunities to do so. Because staff at the end of the day can also be a liability too, as I found out in my career. And working really hard on creating a sales and marketing funnel, because our pipeline dried up over the Christmas-December period, and I wasn't prepared for that. So yeah, nowadays I'm vicious, very much on tune with understanding my company's finances, know what my runway is, know what my upcoming expenses are. And because of that, I'm running a lot leaner institution that is a lot more profitable than it was in the past. And I feel bad for letting go of those staff members at that point in time, because ultimately I'd expanded too quickly into a market downturn, and I shouldn't have done that.